A very good morning, my dear students. I hope you all are safe. Stay home and stay safe. Today, maths revision class. So, revision for FA1. FA1 portion. What are the FA1 portion? In mathematics, chapter 1, rational numbers, and chapter 2, linear equations in one variable. So, today, morning session, we prepared the chapter 1, that is rational numbers.
Today we will discuss about chapter 1 rational numbers. This is class revision for FA1. Yes children, today we learn about the, in fact junior classes learn lot of numbers like natural numbers and whole numbers and integers and rational numbers and rational numbers. So numbers. Okay, already we learn in the junior classes natural numbers, whole numbers, integers and rational numbers. So it is natural numbers is counting numbers. So it is 1, 2, 3 and so on. It is called a natural numbers. It is denoted by capital N. And all numbers along with the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. So then it is denoted by W. And next topic is the integers. In the integers are negative and positive numbers are both are there. So for example -3, 2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3 like this and so on. So it is denoted by capital Z or I. Okay. Next in this today topic is the rational numbers. What is a rational number? So a rational number is, so today topic is the rational numbers. So what is a rational numbers? Any number that can be expressed in the form of P by Q. Did you understand children? Any number that can be expressed P by Q form. Here P and Q are integers and Q not equal to 0 It is a rational number. Did you understand children? Any number that can be expressed in the form of P by Q. Here P and Q are a integers and Q not equal to 0. So it is a integers P and Q. For example, you have to take the -4 and 2 or anyone you have to take. So P and Q are a integers and Q not equal to 0. It means that you have to take the Q value 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on like that only. Okay, so that is a form of P by Q. So all natural numbers, whole numbers, integers can be written in the form of P by Q. Okay children, all the numbers, natural numbers, whole numbers, integers that can be written in P by Q form. For example, natural number. For example, we have to take the natural number or 7. Natural number is 7. Then we should be write in the rational number form of P by Q. So for example, if you have to not there of denominator, you have to take the, you should be take the 1. So it is a form of P by Q. And it is a natural number. And all numbers means you have to take a 6 or 7 something like this only. 6 by 1. It is also P by Q form. And integers means -3 or -2. Yes, your wish. You have -3 by 1 or -2 by 1. So it is a form of P by Q. So today chapter is the rational number. So did you understand the topic of rational number? Okay, they are all rational numbers. They are all rational numbers. Did you understand, children? Once again explain that rational numbers. Any number that can be expressed in the form of P by Q, P comma Q are integers and Q not equal to 0 is called a rational numbers. All the natural numbers, all numbers, integers can be written in the form of P by Q. Can be written in the form of P by Q by taking their denominator 1. Taking their all the numbers of taking the denominator 1. So it is a rational numbers. So they all are rational numbers. So rational numbers can also be expressed in the form of decimal numbers. Expressed in the form of decimal numbers. First, in this rational numbers chapter, introduction part. Okay, children, I hope to understood this topic. Next topic is the introduction topic. Total in this chapter concepts. Total in this chapter overall concepts. Overall concepts. Concepts. So in the first one is the completed rational numbers. First one is topic is the rational numbers. Completed now. Second one, properties of rational numbers. Properties of rational numbers. The next topic is the role of 0. The role of 0 and the role of 1. The role of 1. So the role of 0 means additive inverse and the role of 1 is the multiplicative inverse. Okay. The next one is the existence of inverse. Next topic is the existence of inverse. Existence inverse. Next topic is the rational representation of rational numbers on number line. So next one is the rational numbers between two rational numbers. Rational numbers between two rational numbers. It is the next topic is final topic is the decimal parts. Decimal representation. Decimal representation. Decimals representation. It is a terminating and non-terminating terminating and non-terminating recurring decimals. Next final topic is the converse of decimal. Converse of decimal numbers converse of decimal numbers form into the rational number, into the rational numbers. These are main concepts in this chapter. Okay children, once again explain that. In this chapter, concepts, rational numbers, properties of rational numbers, and the role of 0 and the role of 1, existence of inverse, and representation of rational numbers. Rn means rational numbers on number line. Next, rational numbers between two rational numbers. Rational numbers between two rational numbers. Next, decimal representation. Decimal representation is two parts are dividing. The first one is the terminating numbers and non-terminating recurring numbers. The next topic, last topic, is converse of decimal numbers into the rational numbers. So, one by one I explain that, each and every topic I explain that. In this concept of first concept completed rational numbers, and the second concept properties of rational numbers. The under the rational numbers properties, under the addition, the properties is, first one is the closure property, and the second one is the commutative property. And the third one is the associative property. And distributive properties. Okay children, these four types of properties we are rational numbers under the addition, subtraction, multiplication, divisions. You know what are the subtraction, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division? These are fundamental operations of your mathematics. Fundamental operations of your mathematics in closure property. Under addition, closure property possible, commutative and associative and distributive law. And next, subtraction. Subtraction also, these four properties are, it is a possible or not, once check that. And next, commutative property or subtraction completed, multiplication and divisible. So these four fundamental topics are possible or not, once observe that. Okay, what is the closure property? First we learn about the, what is the closure property. If the sum of two whole numbers is also a whole number. For example, in this case of addition, under the addition case, closure property. So, if you have to take the whole numbers, two whole numbers, 2 and 3 are both are whole numbers. In the addition of the sum of two whole numbers is also whole number. For example, the sum of two whole numbers, 2 plus 3, sum means addition. It is a 5. 5 is a whole number or not? Whole number. So, what we observe that you have to take the any two whole numbers. The sum of two whole numbers, it is also whole number. Did you understand? Then we say that the set of whole numbers satisfy closure property. Under addition, A plus B belongs to R. A plus B belongs to R. So it means that you have to take the any two whole numbers, get addition, belongs to R, rational number divided by 1. So it is a rational number or not? Yes, 5 by 1. That is a rational number. Did you understand? Next one is the commutative property. The commutative property statements that the change in the other order two numbers on binary operations does not change the result. So it because A plus B is equal to B plus A. It is in two cases, LHS and RHS, two cases are there. So, for example, it is you have to take the A is equal to 3 and B is equal to 4. So, observe that A plus B is equal to 3 plus 4 equal to 7. Next, B plus A equal to 4 plus 3 equal to 7. The both sides of values are equal. So then it is a commutative property. Did you understand? What is the formula of commutative property? A plus B is equal to B plus A belongs to R, rational number. And at the same time, in the commutative property only, multiplication also possible. Multiplication property also possible. So next one is the associative property. What is the third one? Associative property. So in this case, this associative property states that in addition, if you have to add three numbers, you can add first two numbers and then third, or you can add second and third numbers first and then the first number. So it is a, for example, you have to take the three numbers. You have to take the any three numbers. So for example, 1, 2, 3. So first you have to take the A, B, C. See, in this case of formula, the first two grouped A plus B plus C. So it is the first two numbers added grouped and plus C. Commutative associative property under the addition. So next A plus B plus C. A plus B plus C. Under the addition, associative property A plus B plus C equal to A plus B plus C. For example, so A is equal to 1, B equal to 2 and C equal to 3. So here A plus B plus C. C means 3. So here 1 plus 2, 3 plus 3. 3 plus 3, 6. It is a case of LHS. Next case of RHS. So 1 plus 2 plus 3. In this case, observe that first two numbers are grouped and next RHS after two numbers have grouped. Okay? Did you understand? So here 1 plus 2 plus 3 is a 5. So it is a 1 plus 5 equal to 6. So it is a the formula of associative A plus B plus C equal to A plus B plus C. So it both sides of value 6. So it is possible of under addition. Okay. Next, in this case of distributive law. How is it write the distributive law? So it is a very easy in this case of A into B plus C. In this case of distributive law, A into B plus C is equal to A into B plus A into C. Okay, A into B plus C equal to the multiplied with other two grouped numbers equal to, here each and every term the multiply the in bracket terms. In bracket terms, A into B plus A into C. So it is a distributive law. And at the same time, A into B minus C equal to same A into B minus A into C. So it is a distributive law. And here A, B and C belongs to R. In this case of A, B, C, digits or belongs to R. B is a non-zero real number. B is a non-zero real number. It is a properties of rational numbers. Did you understand this, children? Okay. Next, it is a possible or not. Remaining addition only, we do the addition only. Remaining subtraction, multiplication, divisibility also is there. Now once check that. Okay, children. Now draw the table and explain that the properties. So in this properties of properties and operations. What are the operations? We know that operations, that it is a addition. What is the first one? Addition. And what is the second one? Subtraction. And third one is multiplication. Next, fourth one is division. So it is a operations and properties. So in this case now completed of closure property, commutative property, associative property and distributive property completed under the addition. So now it is completed to the already before the class completed. So it is the addition is possible or not? What is that addition? A plus B belongs to R. Next in this case of commutative property. So here subtraction also completed in the closure property. What is that? Subtraction. So A minus B belongs to R. Okay. Next multiplication. A into B belongs to R. Next division property. A divided by B belongs to R. Once observe that I have to explain that with the example. So here you have to take the 1 and 2 values of A, B. Okay. Under the case of addition closure property, A is equal to 1 and B is equal to 2. So here observe that 1 plus 2 belongs to R. So 1 plus 2 means 3 belongs to R. 1 plus 3 belongs to R. So it is a rational number. So did you understand? Here not there of denominator. It is not form of P by Q. So why? Because here 3 is a rational number. Did not there of denominator. You have to take the under 1. Denominator 1. That is a form of P by Q. So it is a rational number. Did you understand? At the same time here 1 minus 2 belongs to R. Example 1 minus 2 belongs to R. So it is a 1 minus 2 is minus 1 belongs to R. Minus 1 is also same. Did not take of denominator by taking 1. So it is a rational numbers. Next here A into B. So 1 into 2 belongs to R. 1 to 2 belongs to R. E by 1. It is a rational number. So divided by. So 1 divided by 2 belongs to R. The consider to write this 1 by 2 belongs to R. So in these 4 properties of possible in closure property. Did you understand? The 4 operations possible by closure property. Did you understand, children? Operations means addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. The 4 operations possible by closure property. Okay, children, did you understand? Now completed this topic under the addition, subtraction, multiplication of closure property. Next, commutative property. What is the commutative property? So here A plus B equal to B plus A. A plus B equal to B plus A. At the same you have to take here A equal to 3 and B equal to 4. With examples explain that A equal to 3 and B equal to 4. So A plus B, 3 plus 4 equal to 4 plus 3. So it is 7 equal to 7. Under the addition, commutative property is possible. Under the addition, commutative property is the possible. Next operation is the subtraction. So here subtraction A minus B equal to B minus A. It is possible or not? Once check that. So here A equal to 3, B equal to minus of 4 equal to 4 minus 3. So here 4 minus 3. Here the highest number is the 4. The sign of minus. So minus 1 equal to 4 minus 3, 1. So once observe that minus 1 equal to 1. It is a, the property is, the subtraction is possible? No. So in this case of not equal to. So therefore A minus B not equal to B minus A. So it is not possible of operation of subtraction by commutative property. Did you understand? In this case of commutative property, addition is possible, subtraction not possible. So next multiplication. What is the multiplication? A into B equal to B into A. In this case of A into B equal to B into A. A equal to here 3 into B equal to 4. So here 4 into 3. 4 3s are 12 and 3 4s are 12. In this case of possible. Did you understand? The operation of multiplication possible by commutative property. Did you understand? Next, A divided by B. So, A divided by B equal to B divided by A. For example, here 3 divided by 4 equal to 4 divided by 3. So, it is 3 by 4 equal to 4 by 3. It is both the values are equal? No. So, it is not equal to. Therefore, A divided by B not equal to B divided by A. Did you understand, children? So, it is under the division, the operation of division under the commutative property is not possible. The commutative property is not possible. Did you understand? In the operations of addition and multiplication only possible of commutative property, and subtraction and division, these are not possible of commutative property. Did you understand? Next topic is the associative property. So in this case of associative property, in the first two terms of grouped and third term equal to, and next other in the right side is the next other two terms in a grouped. So in this case A equal to 1 and B equal to 2 and C equal to 2. With examples I explain that. Okay. So here A 1 plus 2 plus 3 equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3. Okay. 1 plus 3, 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 3, 6 is equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3 means 5, 1 plus 5, 6. In this case of under the addition possible by associative property. Okay children. Next case is the subtraction case. What is that? A minus B minus C equal to A minus B minus C. Okay. In this case A minus B 1 minus 2 minus 3 equal to 1 minus 2 minus 3. 1 minus 2 minus 1 minus 3 equal to 1 minus of minus 1. 2 minus 3 means minus 1. So it is a minus 4. 1 minus into minus plus 1. So it is a minus 4 equal to 2. It is a possible is equal to both side values are equal or not? Not equal. So it is a possible or not? So it is a not possible. So the operation of subtraction did not possible by associative property. Okay, did you understand? In this case of not possible of associative property, subtraction operation. Next one is the multiplication property. What is that multiplication? A into B into C equal to A into B into C. So here 1 into 2 into 3 equal to 1 into 2 into 3. 2 ones 2 into 3 equal to 1 into 2 3 6. So 6 equal to 6 is equal to both sides values are equal. So it is the under the multiplication associative property is possible. Did you understand children? Okay. Next divisible rule. What is the divisible rule? Yes. A divided by B divided by C equal to A divided by B divided by C. It means 1 divided by 2 divided by 3 equal to 1 divided by 2 divided by 3. First in grouped numbers are do them. Solve this. 1 by 2 divided by 3 equal to 1 divided by 2 by 3. In this case of 1 by 2 by 3 is equal to 1 by 2 by 3. Okay children, what is this here? So in the 2 into 3 equal to 3 by 2. So here 1 by 6 equal to 3 by 2 is equal to both values are equal? No. So it is not possible. In this case of associative property, under the addition and multiplication only possible. Did you understand? Associative property under the addition and multiplication both are only possible. Remaining is subtraction and division are not possible. Subtraction and division are not possible. Next one is the distributive law. So it is in this case of distributive law. So here distributive law is A into B plus C is equal to AB into AC. AB into AC. It is the addition. So once you have to take the example. So A equal to 1 and B equal to 2. So here 1 into 2. Here C also is there 3. So 2 plus 3 is equal to AB 1 into 2 plus AC 1 into 3. Yes, A into B 1 into 2 plus AC 1 into 3. So here 1 into 2 plus 3 5 equal to 2 ones 2 plus 1 3 is 3. So here 5 equal to 5. So it is the under addition possible. Under the addition possible. Next in this case of subtraction. In this case of subtraction. So it is A into B minus C equal to AB minus AC. AB minus AC. So once observe that A into A means 1 into B minus C. 2 minus 3 equal to A into B. 1 into 2 minus A into C. So here 1 into minus 1 equal to 2 ones 2 minus 3 ones 3. Here minus 1 equal to minus 1. So in this case of subtraction also possible is equal to both values are equal. So under the subtraction distributive property is possible. Addition is possible and subtraction is possible. Next one is the multiplication. So in this case of multiplication is, so here ABC, A into, so did you here once observe that in this case of did not mention to the multiplication and division. Distributive law only subtraction and under the subtraction and addition only. Remaining two cases are not possible. It is the not divisible of distributive law and multiplication law. It is the not possible. Did you understand? So in this case of not possible and in this case of not possible. Okay. So it is the properties of rational numbers. Did you understand, children? Okay. Of inverse. The next topic is existence of inverse. In this case of two parts are divided. So first case is the additive inverse and second case is the multiplicative inverse. So in this case of additive inverse is the A plus of minus A equal to 0 and minus A plus A equal to 0. The additive inverse means A plus of minus A equal to 0 and minus A plus A equal to 0. So it means of the additive inverse means of any two numbers whose sum is 0. You have to take the any two numbers, the sum of 0 are called the
additive inverse of each other. In general, if A represent of any rational numbers, then A plus of minus A equal to 0 and minus A plus A equal to 0. In this case of A, minus A are additive inverse of each other. A is minus of A is additive inverse of each other. So one example, in this case of one example, so A equal to 3. A equal to 3. Here 3 plus of minus 3 equal to. So 3 plus into minus 3 equal to 0. So A plus of minus A equal to 0. 3 plus of minus 3 equal to 0. At the same of minus 3 plus 3 equal to. Minus 3 plus 3 equal to 0. Did you understand, children? You have to take the Na2 additive inverse. The sum is a 0. The sum is a 0. It is a additive inverse. Okay. Once you have to doubt, in this case of before the class is the IIT class is the additive identity. You know additive identity. It is a additive inverse. So for example, 3 is a one number. The 3 is a additive inverse is minus 3. The additive inverse is minus 3. Did you understand? So A is a minus A is additive inverse. Additive inverse. Did you understand? A is additive inverse of minus A. Okay. Next, it is in this case of multiplicative inverse. What is the multiplicative inverse? It is or reciprocal also. We call that reciprocal also. Reciprocal. Okay. So, for example, in this case of multiplicative inverse in case of the 1. So, for example, you have to take the rational numbers 7 by 2. The multiplicative inverse is 7 by 2 of multiplicative inverse is 1 by 7 by 2. So it is the fraction is the reverse fraction. So 2 by 7. So 7 by 2 is the 7 by 2 multiplicative inverse equal to 2 by 7. The multiplicative inverse of 7 by 2 equal to 2 by 7. Did you understand this one? Okay, children. It is a existence of inverse divided to two parts and additive inverse and multiplicative inverse. So multiplicative inverse is called, another name is the reciprocal. Did you understand? So in this case of additive inverse, you have to take the two numbers. The sum is a 0. The sum is a 0. 3 plus of minus 3 equal to 0. Minus 3 plus 3 equal to 0. So in this case of A is the form of identity inverse is minus A. The form of additive inverse is minus A. It is the 3 is also additive inverse is minus 3. In the multiplicative inverse are reciprocal. The 7 by 2 multiplicative inverse of 2 by 7. Did you understand, children, in these two cases? And the next topic is the representation of rational numbers on number line. What is the next topic? Rational representation of rational numbers. So, next topic is representation of rational numbers. Representation of rational numbers on a number line. Okay, already we learned that natural numbers, whole numbers, integers also we know that on the number line. So in this case of natural numbers, first one is the natural numbers. It is a number line. It is a number line. They will start the numbers and words 1, 2, 3,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and so on. So it is the natural numbers or number line. Okay. And the next case is the whole numbers. Whole numbers in number line. So at the same time along with the 0 onwards, starting with the 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this only. And next it is the very important in this case of integers. What is that? Integers. So in this case of the number line, you have to take the middle one of 0. In this case of positive numbers and negative numbers are there. Then you write the left side negative numbers in this of number line. And right side is the positive numbers. Right side is the positive numbers. The number line of 0, left side is the negative numbers. You have to take the left side is a negative numbers. Have to take the right side positive numbers. It is the number line of integers. It is a number line of whole numbers, and it is a number line of natural numbers. Did you understand, children? Next, in this main important in this topic, rational numbers. In this class of rational numbers. Rational numbers. So, this is also number line. This is a number line. So, you have to take the 0 onwards. You will start 0, 1 by 2, 2 by 2, 3 by 2 and 4 by 2 like this only. 5 by 2 and next 6 by 2, 7 by 2 and so on. It is a rational numbers on a number line. Did you understand, children? All type of numbers should be mentioned the number lines. Okay, did you understand? All types of numbers, because natural numbers, whole numbers, integers and natural numbers on the represent the number line. Okay, children? Okay. Next. The next topic is decimal representation of rational numbers. The next topic is decimal representation of rational numbers. In this case of divided to two parts. In this case divided to two parts. The first one is the terminating decimals. The second one is the non-terminating decimals. So first part is the terminating decimals. We know every rational number is in the form of p by q. We know that every rational number of form of p by q, where p by q, here q not equal to 0. Q not equal to 0. P and q are integers. So express a rational numbers in decimal form. To convert a rational number into decimal by division method. Decimal by division method. For example, 25 by 16. For example, 25 by 16. It is a decimal number. So first we do the division. First you do the division. So it is a denominator is 16 and the numerator is a 25. So in this case of 16, write the 25. So in this 16, 25 in how many times of possible? 16, 1, 16, 16 is 2, 32. So one time is possible, 16. So now do the subtraction. So here take the borrowing. So 5, 15 minus 6. So 9. So here remaining 1 is there. 1 minus 1, 0. So 16 in possible of 9? No. Okay. Now here keep the point and put the 0. Put the point and take the 0. So here in this case of how many times of possible in 16 in 90? So here first 16 1 16, 16 2 is 32, 16 3 is 48, 16 4s, here write 16 1s 16, 16 twos 32, 16 threes 48, 16 fours 64, 16 fives 80, 16 six 96. Here 90 is there. So how many times are possible? 5 times. In 80, 16 5 80, remaining 0 minus 0, 9 minus 8, 1. So again take the 0. So here 6 times possible, 96. So here borrowing 10 minus 6, 4. Here 9 is there, 9 minus 9, 0. Again take the 0. How many times are possible? 16. 2 times. So it is a 32. Again here 40 minus 32. It is borrowing of 10. 10 minus 2, 8. Remaining 3 is there. 3 minus 3, 0. Again take the 0. So because of how to take the again take the 0. Already we keep here point. So then because of how to take the 0. Okay. So here how many times of possible in this 80? 5 times possible. 5 16s 80. So remainder 0. In this case of it is a rational number, change it to convert it to the p by q form. Decimal representation of decimal number. So 1.5625. 1.5625. So once observe that once I explained that the terminating decimals, we know that rational number p by q form, here q not equal to 0. For example, you have to take the 25 by 16. It is a rational number. They will do the here division. Okay children. So here in the form of 1.5625 is a decimal form. It is a rational number converted to the decimal form. So in this case of 1.5625. So here the point after numbers are different numbers. 5, 6, 2, 5. Okay, enough. So because of here remainder 0. So this type of numbers is called, this type of decimals is called a terminating. This type of decimals is called a terminating decimals. Did you understand? Okay children. Next one is the non-terminating recurring decimals. Non-terminating recurring decimals. For example, you have to take the rational number 5 by 3. You have to take the rational number 5 by 3. Again you will do the division. So here 5. 3 how many times are possible? 1 time. So here 3 ones 3. 5 minus 3, 2. So it is not possible. Then put the points and take the 0. How many times are possible? 6 times. 6 threes are 18. So again 0. Again take the 0 and 20 minus here borrowing 10 minus 8, 2, 1 minus 1, 0. So here 20, again to the 6 threes are 18, again same borrowing 2, 0, again like this only 20. So in this case of decimal number is 1.666 and so on. So like this only write this, the number of representative write this 1.6 bar. So it is a recurring means repeating numbers. The numbers are same. Repeating numbers. So 5 by 3 is converted of non-terminating numbers is recurring 1.666. Okay children, you read the points after digits, single digits you read that 1.666, not only 1.666. Then you read the 1.666. Okay, so this type of numbers is called a non-terminating. This numbers is called a non-terminating decimals. Did you understand children? Terminating decimals and non-terminating decimals. Once observe that it is a terminating decimals is a form of p by q. We know that every rational number is in the form of p by q. Every rational number is form of P by Q, and P and Q are integers and Q not equal to 0. Let us see how to express the rational number in decimal form. How to express the rational number in decimal form. To convert the rational number into decimal form in division method, for example, you have to take the 25 by 16. They will do the division, that 1.5625. So once observe the terminating decimals, end of the remainder is 0. Must and should do the division, remainder 0. That is only terminating decimals, 1.5625. Okay. So next topic is the non-terminating recurring decimals. So it is also same P by Q form, change it to decimal. So it is, for example, you have to take the 5 by 3. So that do the division, 1.666 is there. So 1.6 bar like this also write. Okay, same numbers repeating recurring decimals, you write the 6 bar, 1.6. So this type of numbers is a non-terminating recurring decimals. This type of decimals is a terminating decimals. Did you understand, children? Decimal representation of rational numbers. Okay, did you understand? So next one is the last topic is the conversion of the conversion of the decimal numbers changed to rational numbers. Rational numbers. The last topic. What is the last topic? Conversion of decimal form. The last topic is conversion of decimal form. Decimal form into rational number. It is a last topic. Conversion of decimal form into rational number. For example, in this case of here 1.32 is a decimal number. One example, 1.32 is a decimal number. Point after, once observe that point after how many digits are there? 3, 2. It is a 1 and 2. 2 digits are there. Then we should be writing 132 by, they will write the denominator 1 after 2 zeros. We have to take the 1 after 2 zeros. The decimal numbers converted to the rational number. Did you understand, children? So 1.32. You read as 1.32. The point after how many digits are there? 2 digits. Then you have to take the denominator 1 after 2 zeros. Or next 1.526. Here how many points after how many digits are there? 3 digits. Then you have to take the denominator is the how many, 1 after how many zeros you have to take? 3 zeros. So 1526 by 1000. So next example is 1.5. Next example is 1.5. So in this case of point after how many digits are there? 1 only. Then you write the denominator 1 after only you have to take the 1 0. So here 15. Numerator is the 15 and denominator is the 10. So once observe that in this case of conversion of decimal form of into rational numbers, point after how many digits are there? Then you write the denominator, you have to take the then zeros. So here 2 digits. Then I have to take the denominator 1 after 2 zeros. Here 3 digits are there. Then I have to write the 1 after 3 zeros. Here 1 digit is there. So then I will write the denominator 1 after 1 zero. Okay, did you understand, children? In this is total topics are completed in this revision for FA1 Rational Numbers chapter. Okay, children, I hope to understood the chapter. Next self-study period, we observe the concepts. What we observe the concept, they do the exercises. Okay, 1.1 properties, use the properties, commutative, closure, identity, distributive, what is that we observed, then you write the fill in the blanks, like that only. Okay, did you understand, children? 1.2 is the exercise is the number line, 1.3 is the solve the problems. So very easy. So solve these problems. Okay, children. Thank you.
Thank you, my dear students.